How many of us would like to hear, "You've saved enough, now retire and enjoy your life"? But what if I don't have $1 million, you might say? Folks, too many people are working longer than necessary. You've only got so many healthy years in retirement. Try to retire as early as you can. Don't miss out on an early retirement because of an unnecessary goal. Let's look at this individual, this couple that wants to know when they might be able to retire. They're 42. They have 78,000 saved. They say they can save between $400 and $500 a month. Their expected expenses are $5,500 to $6,000. The Social Security, they looked at Social Security quick calculator and they came up with a rough estimate of between $2,100 and $1,200, so $3,300 between the two of them. When might they be able to retire so they can take advantage of these healthy years in their retirement? So that's what we want to answer in this video, and this is one of the spreadsheets that we use. 42 years old. They have 78,000 saved up. The expected expenses are $6,000 a month. And they can save $400 a month. And they're going to get $3,300 from Social Security. And they want to retire. We're going to look at age 67 first. Now, we're kind of looking at the worst case scenarios here. We're saving the least amount, $400. We're looking at the high expected expenses of $6,000, and we're running inflation rate of 4%. And if we do that, again on this channel, we use the numbers for the S&P 500 for the last 100 years, and we project ahead what similar returns might do for you in the future. And when we use those numbers, and we look at where you would be 95% of the time with these kind of numbers, your money would last till age 93. Now, let me explain this in a little bit more detail. Again, $6,000 a month over the next 25 years, from age 42 to 67. That's 6,000. You're going to need almost 16,000 to have the same buying power. That's what 4% inflation rate will do. Now we're going to take this Social Security, $3,300 each year. Social Security gives you a COLA. We're going to run it at 2.5%, which was this year's COLA. So if they go out at age 67, this Social Security will grow to 6118, which is 100% of what you're getting at age 67. If they take it at 67, this is what they're going to need for their nest egg. Now, right down here shows you what you would have. This is in the absolute worst case scenario that's happened in the last 100 years for a 25-year period. Again, from age 42 to 67, they would have $824,000, short of that $1 million. If they start withdrawing this $9,877 a month, they would be out of money at age 88. That's the worst thing that's happened in the last 100 years using those returns. Second worst to be out of money at age 89. That's using numbers from 1957. But if we kick out the worst 5%, in other words, these two and three more, or two more, you would be out of money at age 93. So, do we want to go with this worst case scenario? Again, that's retiring at age 67. Remember, our whole goal is to try to get you retiring earlier. Watch what happens if we go to age 66. Now you're running out of money at age 85. 95% of the time it lasts till age 85, but 5% of the time it's running out at age 85 or earlier. Watch what happens as you go to age 65. Again, we're trying to see when the earliest you can go. Again, age 65, you can start taking Medicare. Then you're down to age 78. But what are we not taking into account? We're taking into account worst case scenarios, potentially the highest amount in expenses, the lowest amount in savings. Watch what happens if we change savings to $500 a month. Remember, they said they could save between $400 and $500 a month. I'm just showing you some of the variables here. If we go to $500 a month, this is the one we're keying on. This is where you would be 95% of the time running them out of money at age 78 with these higher expenses, with the higher inflation rate. If we save a little bit more, if we save $500 a month, then your money's last until age 82. Watch what happens if we go to a 3.5% inflation rate instead of a 4%. Now your money's lasting until age 91. Watch what happens if we go to the 5,500, which is the lower amount they said. Then the money lasts. It does not run out. In fact, in the worst case scenario, it's running to age 99 and 102. This is if they want to go out at age 65. Let's go back to $400 a month, $6,000 in expenses, and let's go with a 3% inflation rate. Now your money's lasting to age 97. See how crucial that inflation rate is? Going from 3.5 down to 3, kicked it from 85 down to up to 97. That inflation rate is so crucial. But let's do one more thing. Let's go ahead and do with a higher inflation rate. So you're running out of money at age 85 if you want to go at age 65. But what happens if we just increase that $400 a month? Right now, you're not increasing it at all. What if you just increase that by 2% a year? Again, we're keen on this number right here. 2% a year. Your money's lasting till age 90 and go down to $5,500 in expenses. And your money lasts. Let's see. So that made a huge difference between 6,000 and 5,500 with all these numbers staying the same. Again, the $400 is increasing that by 2% a year. What if we do 5% a year, $500 a month, excuse me. Then your money lasts all the way through here with 5,500 and a 3.5% inflation rate. If you use these kind of numbers, you could probably go out at age 64. Let's see what 64 is. Lasting until age 96. And the worst case scenario is age 88 and 94. So I'm just kind of running all kinds of different numbers here from what they ask. We looked at the 400 and the 500. We look at the expected expenses, and then Social Security doesn't change. But when might they be able to retire? Again, our whole goal is to get people retiring as early as they can, not necessarily needing that $1 million. In fact, I want you to see this case right here. Your money's lasting till age 88. If we use all the worst case scenarios here, or use these numbers in the worst case scenario, you only have $654,000, yet your money lasts till age 88. This is 95% of the time. You'd have $671,000, and yet your money would be lasting till age 96. That's what we love to do on this channel, is run numbers for people. Again, if you go before age 65, you're going to have a health insurance cost there because you won't be on Medicare yet. But just to give them some kind of idea where they might be, and use the different variables that they gave me. That's what we do on this channel. We just love running numbers for people. Somebody said your videos are one of a kind because we do run numbers for people. But I don't want you to keep working because you think you need $1 million. You saw in this case, you don't need $1 million. This right here is you have $787,000 and your money would not run out given these different variables. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Please let people know about this channel. Let them know there's a channel out there that will run numbers for them. Thanks so much for watching.